everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a what I eat in a day video for you today, and it has definitely been a hot minute since my last one. I haven't uploaded one for about 3 weeks to a month, which is a really long time. I know a lot of you guys have been asking, are you still pointing? Are you still dieting? What's the situation? What's going on? And I did a recent diet update. I will link that above in case you haven't seen it. I am still pointing, I am still losing weight, but I did meet my goal about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I'm not actively trying to lose weight, but I am still pointing, therefore I am losing weight. But, you know, it's a bit of a grey area. I guess because I'm not finding it hard and it slipped into my routine really nicely, I kind of feel like I'll just keep going and it's fine. So yeah, really healthy, really happy. So that's a little bit of a teeny update, but if you have not watched that video, I'll link it above in case you want a bit more detail as to how much I've lost and that kind of thing. But yeah, today's the what I eat in a day video. So I've already had breakfast because I'm lazy and I started this late and I was hungry, so I ate first. So I'll put that in now so you guys can see what I had. It was so delicious. So for my breakfast, I wanted something quite simple but also quite filling. I tend to, most days, have just a banana and a coffee, but today I've decided to have something a little bit more filling and I wanted some different fruits. So I'm going to have this coconut yogurt. This is an Aldi one. I'll let you know how many points that is in a minute, but I'm just going to put it in my little heart bowl. This is from Olive Bonus. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to top it off with some raspberries and also some blueberries as well. Because the fruit is quite tangy, especially the blueberries, I've decided to add a little bit of maple syrup to it. This is the Skinny Company, or the Skinny Food Company Skinny Syrup. This is a 0-calorie one. I really like this because it's just a great alternative to sugar or honey and things like that. It's just much lower in calories. So that's what I've opted for. I've only put a little bit on, but it just adds a little bit of sweetness to the tanginess of the berries. So I'm going to point all that up now. The Aldi yogurt is this coconut one. I really love this flavour. It's just really lovely. And this is quite a filling breakfast for me as well. The Skinny maple syrup is actually 0 points. So I'm going to track that. That's great to know. I didn't have much of it, but I'm going to track it anyways. So that's that. And then the yogurt that I have, which is the Aldi one, is 3 points. So I'm just going to track that as well. So that's my breakfast. I'm going to go and enjoy this now with my morning coffee. This is also from Olive Bonus. I get a lot of questions about this mug. So yeah, berries with yogurt and maple syrup and a caramel coffee, which I'm so excited about. I actually don't track my coffee because I never have a full one, but this is the Dough Egberts caramel coffee if you're interested. So yeah, lots of nice fruit and berries and yogurt, and it was so nice, and it has definitely tided me over to now, which is lunchtime. And because I'm still like reasonably full, but I want to eat something now because I've got to go out soon, I'm going to have my fail-safe, guys. I'm going to have an omelette. It's great because Weight Watchers eggs are now free, which is fantastic. So I'm going to have an omelette, and I'm going to have it with some ketchup that I have from Skinny Food Company because their ketchup is incredible and it's so much less calories than like Heinz and that kind of thing. So I'm going to have that with some mushrooms, I think, and maybe a bit of cheese. So yeah, nice and cozy omelette for lunch. So let's go. While my eggs are cooking away, I thought I would insert the haul that I did on the Skinny Food stuff that I bought because I did that a couple of weeks ago and I've not done anything with it, so I'll insert that haul now so you guys can see exactly what I picked. And they all come from the Skinny Food Company, and basically they provide guilt-free alternatives to things like ketchup, syrup, chocolate spread, that kind of thing. This chocolate spread is one of their best selling and it's absolutely delicious. I've had this on porridge, I've had it on toast, I've had it on biscuits, and it's just heavenly. I really enjoy it. It's only 23 calories per serving and it's 94% less sugar than typical spread. So that is delicious and I've been eating it a ton, so I'm definitely going to reinvest in that. I also got a few sauces sent over. I have this peanut butter syrup, which I've actually had on pancakes. It is delicious, really lovely, also on ice cream and that kind of thing, so that's really nice. And I wanted an alternative to Heinz ketchup because it's quite high in calories, there's a lot of sugar in it, so I figured I'd give this one a try. Haven't tried it yet, but I'm really excited to give it a whirl. I am funny about my ketchup, so if I can get on board with this, I'll be mega thrilled. We also have a chip shop curry sauce as well. I don't really get curry at the chip shop that often, but I love it when I do, so it's really lovely to have a guilt-free alternative to that. And these are really hefty sizes as well. They're like 425 ml. I also have a 0-calorie vanilla syrup, which is just perfect, again, on porridge, on waffles, that kind of thing. It's really delicious. It tastes really vanilla-y, but not overly sweet. We also have a Smoky barbecue sauce that I've been loving. I, again, can get quite funny with my barbecue sauces just because they can be quite sickly sweet and just, yeah, make it taste more like a dessert. But because this one is smoky, I've just been really enjoying it, so I really do like that as well. And then the final thing is this maple syrup. And again, it's perfect for ice cream, it's perfect for pancakes, waffles, cereal, porridge, just anything like that. And this is probably, with the peanut butter and the chocolate, my favourite. But that's just because I love desserts. So yeah, I've been really enjoying those. I'm yet to try these two, but I am mega excited. It's really tasty. I've been really enjoying it. As I said, right now I'm going to use the ketchup. I really love the peanut butter as well. And one of my favourite things that I bought from them is the chocolate spread. It tastes so good. It feels like it should be naughty, but it's not. So I'm really happy to have found it because it's just making me make smarter choices. And also the calorie difference between regular brands is just crazy. So yeah, I've been really excited about that. So do go and check it out if you're looking for healthier alternatives when it comes to sauce, syrups, spreads and that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm getting hungry. Tonight, by the way, I think that we're going to have something with chicken because I've defrosted some chicken. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with it, but I will update you as soon as I know. So I normally have 2 full eggs and an egg white just because I go till about 6 or 7 o'clock. So I like to have a little bit more, but I'm not a mad fan of yolk anyway, to be honest. But yeah, so I have 2 eggs and an egg white. So I'm just gonna have some Superfood Salad on the side. This is from Aldi. I get all my fruit and veg from Aldi, if I'm honest. While this does look very makeshift indeed, I can guarantee you it is the nicest bowl of comfort for this time of year. Omelette, cheese, some leaves and cucumber is the perfect situation for me. So the Skinny Food ketchup was free for a serving, which is fantastic because Heinz would cost at least a couple of points for a tablespoon, so I'm so happy about that. The eggs were of course free. The only thing I did need to track was my Aldi's mature cheddar. So I had 10 grams, which is 1 point. So 1 point for this really lovely bowl, and it's a big bowl as well. If anyone is wondering where my bowls are from, these are from Oliver Bonus and I absolutely love them. And I'm just gonna have this with a Diet Coke, edit some videos, watch some Kim's Convenience because it's my fave, and that will hold me over until snack time later on. So it's quite a bit later now, guys, and it's time for me to go and get the little human, aka Layla, from school. I don't tend to drive on the school run unless the weather is really bad. Today is quite a nice crisp autumn day, so I'm going to walk, which is what I do most days if I'm honest. I'm going to take my banana as a snack because I always either have an apple or a banana when I go and get Layla because I just like to snack on something, and what better thing to snack on than fruit. So I'm going to take a banana, go and get Layla, and then hopefully I will have a think about what I'm going to do for tea. As I said, it's going to be something with chicken, but what, I'm not too sure, but I will let you know. But first things first, I better go and get Layla, so let's go. Much later in the day, and I've decided with the chicken, I'm going to make a curry because not only do I find it really warming and comforting, and it's just a really filling food for me, but I have loads of fruit and veg that I want to use. These aren't going in the curry, but they're just there, as well as the grapes. They're not going in either, but I thought I would quickly go through the ingredients that you're going to need. I completely make my curry from scratch, so I don't use jars. Feel free to do that if you want to, but obviously they are much higher in calories and I just don't think they taste as nice. But anyway, chicken breast. I use chicken breast purely because it's free on Weight Watchers now. As long as it's boneless and skinless, it is free. Of course, all of the fruit and veg and coriander, garlic, lemon, all of that is free as well. The only thing I will have to factor in is the sweet potato, but between 2 people, I mean, you're looking at hardly any points, but I will weigh it later and show you exactly what you're dealing with in terms of points value. So far, to make the curry, everything is free. And then you have Greek style yogurt. Now I use this obviously to make the sauce. Now this is also free to use, or very, very low in calories. I think that they've recently made it free on the app, so I'll definitely have a check on that just to make sure. Greek style fat-free yogurt. Then in terms of spices, we have some garam masala, some medium curry powder, feel free to use hot or mild, turmeric powder, black ground pepper, ground ginger. I normally do use fresh when I have it, but I don't have it, so this is going to have to do for today. Paprika, some stock, and of course some salt as well. So that is the bulk of what I'm going to need for this curry, and I will track it and show you guys along the way. But it's such a perfect comforting meal for this time of year. Another thing to remember is make sure that you're pointing everything in regards to quantities, because if you're using 1 stock cube but there's enough for 4 people, then obviously it's only 1/4 of a stock cube, so do make sure that you are checking all your quantities. A couple of more optional seasonal additions are, I'm going to be adding this squash that I have spiralized, so I'm going to be adding that, and again that's just to give it texture and some nice flavour. And also I'm going to be adding some red split lentils as well. These just really thicken the sauce up, and I think I actually really love lentils in a lot of stuff like spaghetti bologneses and that kind of stuff, so I use these a lot, and again they're great for thickening sauces up. I prefer to mince my garlic, but you can chop it really fine if you prefer. I don't really mind either way, but I feel like a lot of people, if you do get a sharp bit of garlic, it is pretty intense, so I do prefer to mince it in with my onion. So these won't take too long to start to soften and go brown, and then you can add the rest of your veg. Soften quite nicely, so now I'm going to add my chicken and get that cooking while I get on with making my marinade and my spice blend. I ended up using 1 breast per person, so I'm just going to brown this off, and then I'll add the stock, and again I'll go in with that spice blend. Because I've added the stock and the lemon juice, this is the perfect time to add the lentils. So again, whatever your preference is, I'm just going to add about 1/2 cup full, and that should be enough. Then we're going to go in with some of this shredded squash. I am going to part boil the sweet potato just because I want to make sure that it cooks properly, because it can be quite tough. So yeah, I'm going to part boil that first, and then I'll add it to the sauce later. Okay, so for the powder spice combination and the Greek yogurt, we're going to use about 1/2 of this tub. And then once that's mixed in, it will look far more like a curry as opposed to just stock like it was before. And you just want to leave this now to thicken and to simmer, and then later on when the sweet potatoes are softened we'll add those, and then that's pretty much it. But you can see how colourful this is, how many amazing veggies are in here. It's just such a fantastic hearty dish, and it's really filling. So all the elements have been added now, and I'm just going to leave it with the lid on to simmer for about 1.5 hours on a very low heat until we're ready to serve it later. Has been divided by a 4 people portion because that's what that curry is. I'm going to freeze at least half of it. That means that you've only used 2 points on the yogurt. Because I'm not trying to lose weight, I'm just maintaining now. I'm not going to track my herbs and spices, partly because I'm not too bothered, and also I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. I don't think it's worth having points on like herbs and spices, but feel free to do that just to check, because I know 1 stock cube will take up points, but you've got to factor in that there is 4. But so far for the curry, we're just having to factor in the Greek style yogurt that we've used to make the sauce, the half of the sweet potato, which was 30 grams, which is 2 Weight Watchers points, and also the oil that we used to cook with, which was a tablespoon of olive oil between 4 people. Actually guys, it's even less because 30 grams is 1 point. As you can see, the sauce, the curry sauce, is thickened up really nicely, and it's a very chunky, very autumnal, comforting kind of curry. I'm going to serve it with some flatbreads from Aldi, and I might have a dollop of yogurt on the side. But that's pretty much how you make it. It's super simple, full of loads of ingredients that are good for you, loads of veggies, and it's going to be so filling. These are the flatbreads that we use. It's 3 points per flatbread, so it just depends on how many you want. But yeah, I'm going to have one of these and I'm going to serve up. And there we have the finished result. I've just put some fresh coriander on the top, just chopped it, and a teaspoon of fat-free yogurt, and I have my little flatbread cut in half here. So I hope you've all enjoyed this video. I was going to do an outro, but I really just want to go and eat, so I'll end this here. If you have any questions about the specific ingredients and that kind of thing, just pop them in the comments box. I'll make sure to answer all of my comments. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe for more What I Eat in a Day from me, and also let me know if you would like to see more of these videos, because I love filming them, but I would like to know if you guys want to see them. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!